everybody, and welcome back to a brand new video. I'm Emily and this is Emily Pops, and today we are going to be talking about failed CEX price increases. Right, before we get into this, let me say this is no hate to any creators that did post about these price increases. I just thought it would be a cool kind of video to do, and I looked through quite a few videos, watched a few videos, and to see what people's thought were going to increase in price once the Xbox 360 store closed. And obviously some of these in the videos were bob on and they did go in price, and others not so much. So yeah, I didn't make a video on the topic myself at the time. I just didn't come round to it, and I was going to, but again, didn't come round to it. So yeah, so again, before we start, let me say, give any support to any of these people mentioned in the video. I'll put links to their channels down in the description below, so give them support. So yeah, let's get into it. So any of these, I only have 2 of the games mentioned in this video. I'd like to get them all, but I don't. But yes, the first lot of price changes we are going to be discussing comes from the uncasual gamer. So this video was posted 2 months ago. In this video he mentioned 3 games that were under the price of £10 that he believed that would increase in price once the store closed. This was posted after the store closed, but felt like it was going to increase. So yeah, obviously it's only been 2 months since this was posted, so there's still time for these games to go up. Like, I'm not throwing this out saying rubbish, not listening, because they've gone down in price. But yeah, so the first one on the list is Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City. At the time of this of that video being recorded, the price of the game was £8, and now 2 months later it has dropped down to £6. Again, not a dramatic price decrease. It's £2 at the end of the day, and with a game being under £10, when it drops like that, it's no big deal. And currently at CEX there are 13 copies of this game in stock. The next game is a game I do own, and that is The Elder Scrolls 4 Shivering Isles. At the time of recording, this is an expansion as well, I do believe, and I've even got the map. This game was £4 at CEX, and nowadays it'll cost you £3. So again, that's a £1 price drop in 2 months. Like, that's nothing. Games do that like every week, up a pound, down a pound, up a pound. Like, that's not a big deal. And yeah, so that's only a £1 price drop, and currently at CEX there are 35 copies of this game in stock, so get it while you can. I then went on to say about this, 1 out of the 3 games in this did go on to have a price increase, not dramatically, because nothing's expected to dramatically increase in price in such a short span of time. So overall it was a pretty accurate video, especially with the games being under £10. Nobody's expecting such a dramatic price increase again, especially within such a short period of time. I know I've mentioned that, but whatever. Next up is a video from Jo from Super Smash Gaming YT, and she posted this video 4 months ago in July, so just before the 360 store closed. In this video, she did quite a lot. I'm not sure how many, but alas, let's get into what she said. So the first one, we have Two Worlds 2. At the time of recording, this game was valued at £8 at CEX. At the time of me doing this, which was on the 10th of December, it was still £8. So there's no increase, there's no decrease. It's just bang average. So again, nothing is spectacular, and currently at CEX there are 34 copies in stock. Moving on, we have Kingdom of Fire Circle of Doom. At the time of Jo making this video, it was £6 at CEX, and has now gone down to £5. Again, £1 price drop. Nothing spectacular, nothing. And yeah, I'm not sure how many there were in stock. I got to over 50 and I just was like, can't be bothered. So if you want this game, you've got no worry at all about missing out on it, because there's loads in stock. Next up, we have Risen. At the time of recording, it was a £4 game, and it still is a £4 game 4 months later. I'm not sure what that game's about, actually. I'm not sure what a lot of these games are about, because I've never seen them before. A lot of them are pretty obscure ones on my end. Obviously, I'm not the she who knows all in terms of things on the Xbox 360. I'd like to be. It is my main collecting focus, after all. But at the end of the day, I'm not. And at the minute at CEX, there are 37 copies of Risen in stock. Moving on, we have Rise of the Guardians. Again, this is a game that hasn't changed in price whatsoever. It was £5 then, and it's £5 now. And there are 17 copies of this in stock at CEX. So in terms of the other ones, it's pretty rarer when you think about it. There's not too many in stock. It's one I've been meaning to pick up for quite a while, actually, because you know how I feel about all these licensed kids games. I love them. I think they're great. So it's one I need to pick up, actually. And with the price only being £5, it's a no-brainer. So I'm back. After Rise of the Guardians, we have Sacred 3. Again, this is a game that had no difference in price. So Jo wasn't wrong. She wasn't right. She wasn't wrong. There was no price increase, and currently at CEX there are 19 copies in stock. Moving on, we have the biggest price drop so far, but again, it's not a dramatic price drop. We have Tales of Vesperia, which at the time of recording was £10, and now it is £6. So that is only a £4 price drop. It's nothing crazy, but it's a price drop. And that's what this video is about. Price drops and prices that did not change. So, yeah, and currently there's loads. It didn't reach the point of me not counting anymore, actually. It was 43. There are 43 copies of this game in stock at CEX. It could be different now, as I did restart planning this video 4 days ago. So, moving on. The last one in this section, we have BlazBlue Calamity Trigger. That's a game I've been meaning to pick up. And again, it's another game that had no difference in price. It was £6 then, it's £6 now. And currently, there are 25 copies of this game in stock. However, we will increase a notable price increase, as we should. This one's one that I'm pretty impressed with. And that is Monster Madness Battles for Suburbia. Based on the clips she's inserted of this into the video, that looks like an incredible game. That looks like a really fun game. And at the time of her recording this, it was a £10 game, and since then it's increased by £15 to £25. So not a bad one by any means. And currently at CEX there are 12 copies, so not very many. So if you are interested in it, pick it up. I know I will be when I get money. Next up, we have another video from Super Smash Gaming YT. Again, she made quite a few of these. So did the Uncasual Gamer. However, at this point I was like, oh, after this one I am going to start scrolling a bit further down the search page, because I can't use the same YouTubers. It feels mean, and I'm not a mean person. I don't want to be mean. So there's quite a lot less on this. Only 3 games being mentioned this time round. First up, we have Enslaved Odyssey to the West. I honestly thought I had this game, and I don't, so I was shocked by that. At the time of recording, it did have a price drop, and it started at £5 and ended up decreasing down to £4. Again, it's only £1, not that big of a deal. And there's over 50 copies of this game in stock, so you don't have to worry. You don't have to rush. You can leave it a little while before picking that game up. The next one is Castlevania Lord of Shadow. There are 2 of these, however, I'll only be mentioning the first one. This game did not have a price increase nor a decrease, and started at £6 and is still £6 as of putting the information down. And again, this is a game that has over 50 copies in stock, so you don't have to worry. The second one, though, I do believe is a part of the CEX rarities. Maybe not. It might be close enough to be that. So if you do see the second one, pick that one up. And finally, the last one on this is Legendary. Again, it didn't have a difference in price. So this video was much better in terms of price increases and price decreases, because there's only 3, and 2 of them just didn't change in price. And that is Legendary. It started at £4, it still is £4, and at CEX there are 45 copies in stock. So again, it's not a game you particularly need to worry about. It's lower than the 50 plus copies. That's too many. But yeah. And the notable the notable price increase in this video was Bullet Witch. At the time of recording, Super Smash Gaming said it was £10 at CEX, and it's now £45 with manual. That is a £35 price increase. However, at the time of recording that video, the game wasn't in stock, so the price had already started increasing at that time. So I'm unsure of what the actual price of that game was at that time, as it was only using CEX prices. Moving on to the 4th set, we have a video, a YouTube short even, from TVM. He mentioned 3 videos in this, and the only one that was wrong was, again, Tales of Vesperia. As mentioned previously, that is a £4 drop, going down from £10 to £6, and there are 43 copies of this game in stock at CEX. And finally, the last video in this that I did was a video from Wes. This was posted 6 months ago, and there were 5 games that failed to have that price increase that everyone so desires. The first one is a game I need to get ASAP. I need it to complete my subset. It's the only one I need, and that is Batman Arkham Origins. That game started at £12. It's still £12. So there's been no price increase, no price decrease in the 6 months since posting, and there are currently over 50 copies of this game in stock at CEX. Moving on, we have Saw. This again is a game I want to pick up. I was going to pick it up not long ago, but I ended up backing out. And that, again, is a game that's had no price increase, no price decrease, and has stayed solid at £15. So not a bad price for the game. And again, this is a game with over 50 copies in stock currently. Next up is another game I need to get. I do have it on the GameCube, but not on the 360. There was a slight price drop in this game. It started off, and this is, I gotta say what it is, this is King Kong. So this game started at £15 6 months ago and has since decreased down to £12. So that is a £3 price drop. Not dramatic. It's not like something's dropped down by 20 quid like London 2012. But yeah, that's had a £3 price drop in 6 months. And there's, again, it's a game with over 50 copies in stock. These are all very popular games. The next one is the biggest price drop so far of the video. It's a game I do own, and since buying this, the game's decreased by 3 quid. And that is Spec Ops The Line. Yeah, I bought this for £15 a little over a month ago. It's now 12. And at the 6 months ago, this game was priced at 20. So that's an £8 price drop. Not great by any means. That's why I tried to wait as long as possible to get my copy, because I knew it was always going to go down in price. And it was going to go down in price because of the hype of it being delisted the first time. The hype was going to die off, a bit like London 2012 and a bit like the Deadpool game. Price was just going to drop, and it did. And currently at CEX, there's over 50 copies of this game in stock. Quite a lot. And finally is one, again, it's one I've been meaning to pick up. It's Orange Box. This had a price drop of £3, going from £18 down to £15 in the last 6 months. And there's over 50 copies again of this game in stock. Those last 5 games were very popular games. Are they popular? Yeah, they must be popular if there's so many copies at CEX, because that means there's lots of copies. But yeah, that's all for today, folks. I hope you all enjoyed, and remember to give support to all those who were mentioned in this video to their channels. I'll again put links to their channels in the description. And yeah, thank you all for watching. If you did enjoy, remember to like, comment and subscribe if you are new around here. We are on the journey to 2,300 subs. Hopefully we can get to that by Christmas. We're about 17 away, so that'd be great. And yeah, down in the description below there will be a link to my Discord server. Feel free to join. It's becoming a great community and I'm sure you'd all love it there. My Instagram, I am now posting daily on Instagram, twice a day for the rest of the month, showcasing my collection. So if you want to see what games I've got and what I've got to say about certain games, head over to the gram. And finally, there'll be a link to my TikTok and my Twitch. And last but not least, there will be a link to become a channel member if you do so deeply desire to do so. However, bear in mind that does cost real life money. So yeah, that's it. Hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all on Wednesday for another episode of Challenge 360. Peace.